Hello and welcome to another A Bus and Beyond tour. Now this is a very exciting one for you today. We're looking at the Adventure 65, which is an auto trail camper van. It's a Fiat Ducato based camper with a real interesting difference. Starting right at the front, we've got a diesel engine here. This is a 2.3 litre engine. It's 140 brake horsepower. But the most interesting part, I think, is the fact that it is bright blue, which is good that I'm dressed in the same colour today, really. Running down the driver's side, you'll notice that it's got LPG gas refill here, which is quite cool. You've got your electric point, you've also got your toilet point here as well, so that means it has a toilet on board, which is quite exciting. Then I quite like the decals on the side too, along with the blue. It looks really cool with these sort of red stripes. So, also, check out these awesome wheels. Also on the driver's side, you've got your grey water emptying facility and your fresh water tank emptying facility there. Around the back of the van, you've got barn style doors. Now that's pretty cool because there's a lounge area at the back here. So obviously opening that out and being clear to the air must be lovely. You've got a TV aerial on the roof, and it's also worth noting that you've got a reversing camera here. Obviously a big van like this, that's quite useful. Moving down the passenger side, you've got a awning, huge awning, more of the cool decals all over the place. You've got your fridge vents here. You've also got the fresh water filler and a huge opening door. So really, you want to look inside, don't you? So come with me.
Hello and welcome to the inside. Access is really easy. You've got a electric wind out step, and also you can see easily at night because you've got a lovely big LED light to shine the way. But let's take a look inside. So let's start at the front. I'm sat on one of the swivel seats. This is the driver's side, obviously. Both seats do swivel, captain's chairs. 6-speed manual on this one, made to the 140 horsepower engine, diesel engine. It's Fiat Ducato as you'd expect, really. It's got sat-nav in this one. The beauty of these Ducato style conversions is that there's companies out there that will make built-in cab blinds, and they're just so easy to use. Look, just pull that round. Look how easy that is. And they're even on the windscreen as well. So yeah, they're so easy, and they're great if you're camping in airs or wild camping, that kind of thing, where you, if you need to, you can get away without having to go outside and take off an external cover. So behind the two captain's chairs, we've got a double-seater which forms part of the dinette. The table is really well stowed away, which is nice actually, so you can easily get that out and it just clips straight into place. So there's no getting a table out from elsewhere. You can easily just pop that up and have your breakfast. So next to the table, you've got a nice big opening window which has got blackout blinds and also fly screen built into it. Above that, you've got two big cupboards as well, which provide plenty of storage. You could use this as extra storage for your kitchen if you wanted to, or yeah, put anything inside them. Above is access to the extra double bed, which we'll have a look at in a minute because that's pretty exciting. You've got double USB socket behind for charging your phone up. A lot of the time these seats are pretty uncomfortable, you wouldn't want to travel too far in, but these have got a nice bit of recline on them, and they've got a bit of side bolstering as well, so you don't feel like you're going to fall out. Let's have a look at the kitchen area. It's the traditional Dometic dual burner hob with automatic ignition, and then a nice big sink as well alongside. This does have hot and cold water, so yeah, you can easily do your washing up in here. Behind that, it's worth pointing out that you have a lovely big fly screen that goes all the way across the opening door, which is great if you're in Scotland and trying to avoid the midges. Above the kitchen, you've got a big cupboard with a bit of paperwork in. I do like the fact that because these lights are set far enough back, it actually lights up the cupboard when you open the cupboard. There's a bit of a gap there which helps see your pots and pans or your cans, that kind of thing. Obviously this takes up a hell of a lot of workspace, but you do have a nice big pull-out bit, and you can easily use the table behind as well for prep work if you're cooking. One thing that's often missed on vans like this, where the kitchen goes out over the sliding door, is kind of like a splashback. This does have a little glass splashback which stops things from falling back and then ending up outside. So moving from the front to the back in the kitchen area, you've got a tiny little cupboard on the end here, which, yeah, it's very, very small, but it's useful for maybe baking trays, that kind of thing, that you can stand upright. At least it's not completely void. There is some space there. You've got a really deep cutlery drawer, which is obviously deep because there's the sink there, so it needs to be a bit further down. But yeah, I like the way it's actually got dividers for your knives and forks already built in. Below that, a fairly decent sized cupboard, and also it's got access to your isolator for your hob and things like that. As we move further back, you've got a decent sized oven and grill built in, and then beneath that another cupboard that also has the isolator for your gas as well. Above the door you've got your basic control panel. So you've got two different units. The first one is the leisure battery information. You press the meter and it tells you how much battery you've got left. You've also got how much voltage you've actually got in the battery. You also have controls for your water pump and the overall lighting system. So this is your point of switching off your electrics when you're not using the van anymore. And then behind that you have your heating and hot water controls. So you can change the temperature of the heating, choose whether you want it on gas or electric. So if you're on hookup, you can just run it off electric and save your gas. But it's also fed from that LPG refillable tank that we saw on the side. Moving back from the kitchen, you've got a nice big wardrobe with a hanging rail, so you can hang your dresses up if you want. It's also got a leg for the table. There's a standalone table that goes in the back for the rear lounge. So you've got plenty of storage in there. And then beneath that is your Dometic fridge. It's also got a freezer compartment. But yeah, pretty traditional fridge that you see in a lot of these camper vans. Behind the dinette is the washroom. It's a good sized washroom actually. I'll let you go in there and have a look. And probably the pièce de résistance for us Brits is the rear lounge setup. We really like a rear lounge setup in the UK because we, on the whole, have pretty rubbish weather. So we like to spend a lot of time in our vans, and this is a lovely big size. It also converts into a double bed. All you have to do is lift up these, and then you've got these slats pull out, same on the other side, and you rearrange the cushions and that creates a nice big double bed. You can see in the floor there's the socket for the table. You don't have to use the table in the front. The actual table is hidden in this neat little cupboard here, and it just slides out. So that's pretty handy. Often the tables are stored right at the front and you have to try and get through without smacking into the cupboards, but no, this one's right next to where you want it. And at least if you're sat in here having your dinner, although there's not much prep space in the front, you can easily use that table at the side there for dishing up and things like that, so that's handy. All the way around the top you've got plenty of cupboards all the way around. You've got a decent amount of lighting throughout. You've got these reading lights in each corner, then you have nice big LED strip lights all the way back. There's more USB sockets, only on this side unfortunately, not on both sides, but you can still charge your phone up. And then windows all the way around, giving you plenty of light. Like Lizzie said when she was looking at the outside, you can easily open these back doors as well and that'll give you plenty of ventilation through the van. And if the weather isn't suitable enough to have the back doors open, you have a TV mounted on the wall, which is already wired into the TV aerial that's on the roof.
Now onto one of the most exciting features about this Fiat Ducato is the fact it's got a pop top, and it's enormous up there. I can't wait to show you. Interesting though is obviously this has got the pop top up at the moment, but it's not in your same conventional sense as say like a VW California where you have to push the bed up during the day to be able to stand up in the van. You can stand up in the van with the pop top up and the bed down, so you could actually use that area for storage. Let's have a look because it's really cool. Well, this is enormous up here. When you're used to the California beds upstairs, they feel pretty big, but this is actually a real double bed size. So we measured and it's about 130 centimetres across by 200 centimetres, and that is a double bed size, so this is incredible. It is so comfy too. Part of the reason why the mattress is so comfy is A, it's really thick, but also it's got the Froley style springs underneath too. You've got windows all around. He's got fly screens on the side, and then there's a window at the front as well. This is really thick canvas on the sides, which is quite cool. So at least that means you'll be nice and warm up here. I wouldn't have thought you'd get a pop top cover up here. That would be really quite challenging to actually put on, but I don't think you need it. You've also got these reading lights here, which have got switches on the sides too, but no, I absolutely love it. Really, really cool. Well, that concludes this tour of this very interesting Adventure 65 van from Auto Trail. Huge thank you to Dolphin Motorhomes for letting us in to film the van. If you're interested, we'll put a link in the description below so you can have a look yourselves. What do you think of it though? Do you think it's worth the... hang on. Just shy of £58,000. So do you think it's worth it? Let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps us out if you subscribe to the channel, helps us look at more vans like this. Thank you very much, and we will see you very soon. Bye.